What's up, guys? So hey, I am in Thailand. Yep, I'm here. I made it after 35 hours of travel, which is gnarly. And for me to be on a 12-hour flight, 12-hour plus flight, and in the middle, oh, it was uncomfortable. But I'm here. This place is so beautiful. I'm here for Mark Savage's 24-hour world record attempt. But today I'm going to talk a little bit about Ironman in the 250 class. Deegan didn't win, but he still punked him. What did you guys think of Roczen? I got some thoughts on that, and also rookie Drew Adams. But hey, members, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys are really helping me more than you know. I'm going to keep these videos coming, and yeah, thank you guys a lot.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
So Hayden Deegan didn't win, but he still stole the show with that gigantic leap on press day over the finish line, which, why in the heck did they get rid of it? Seriously, don't tell me it's safety, because if it was for safety reasons and they really cared about guys, they'd get flaggers that they really could do their job. They wouldn't run them through the woods right next to a giant tree and only cover it with a few hay bales. There's a lot of safety things, but jumps are part of it. What's next? You're going to get rid of Larocco's leap because it's too big? Big jumps are part of racing, and if you have a jump that only one guy can hit, that's his advantage. I think it's crap when you flatten it down. So the first moto, Deegan had some issues, but I got some insight onto that. So he had a different setup. You know how the guys do, oh, we found something, we're going to make some changes. He went with the knobby tire and some new settings, and it just didn't work. So for the second moto, they went back to the old settings, put the scoop on, and we had the old Deegan back, and he rode like Deegan. He rode like the guy that should be running the #1 plate. He caught, and not only did he pass Tom Vialle, he smashed his spirit. I mean, once again, Hayden Deegan is ripping out souls, and he just keeps taking Vialles over and over. But I'll give Tom credit. Tom fought his ass off. But he used up all his energy. He used up so much energy trying to battle with Deegan that after they were done, he was done. And he literally got lucky. He backed into that win. I mean, he was going backwards into 4th place. And Tom needed this win, because for Tom Vialle, a guy who's a 2-time MX2 champion in the GPs, a guy who just came off a Supercross title, anything less than a championship is a failure. But to not win a race is a huge failure. And that's just something that would have been really bad. So I'm glad Tom did get a win, and that does help him out quite a bit going into SMX. And I also like that he's bold enough to chop Deegan's front end and say, hey, you know what? You might be a badass, but I'm going to fight you hard every single time. And Deegan wanted to catch him, and Deegan slowed down, let him by. He wanted to clean out Tom Vialle. Tom rode smart, rode defensive, and he held his own as long as he could. He's just not as fast as Deegan right now. And when you play that game with somebody who's faster than you, they have more opportunities to take you out. You're never going to win. But he rode really smart, he held his own, and I have no problems with him chopping Deegan's front end and not just laying up and letting him have it. So thanks to Complete Racing Solutions and Coach Rob. If you're a busy professional and you want a workout program, he has express workouts specifically for you guys. So check out Coach Rob at CompleteRacingSolutions.com. Epic Garage Designs. Travis Ogburn has some of the best designs you'll ever get for garages. Go to epicgaragedesigns.com and check out some of the flooring, racks, and the other stuff that Epic has. So it looks like Chance Hymas will be on your Destinations team. So if the word I had was if Star can't get both Tomac and Deegan on there, well, then they got to go with a different 250 rider. And since Kawasaki doesn't participate, and I don't blame Kawasaki for not participating, they get almost nothing out of the event, and it costs them a fortune. Meanwhile, the AMA, who is raking in the dough, and I'm going to drop that video before the Destinations so you guys see how much money the AMA has and how little they actually give back to the sport and the riders they claim to protect and care about. But I understand why Kawasaki doesn't want to participate. They don't get much out of it, and they have to spend a crap load of money. But if Chance Hymas goes, hey, I think it's a good pick. I think he's a solid pick if you can't get Deegan or Kitchen. And I don't think you can not put Plessinger on the team after what he did. But I'll talk about the 450s tomorrow. But Chance Hymas, this season has been a huge success for him. He rides hard. He is going to be a title threat from here on out. This kid has whatever it takes. Whatever that it is, Chance Hymas has it. Man, it's hot. So I think what happened to him at the end of this end of this series is after Unadilla, when he hit his head, people don't talk about fatigue and the fatigue when you get after a concussion and how it affects the endurance, almost like a chronic fatigue type system where they can go really hard, just like when Hunter hit his head at Redbud. I think that's what's going on with Chance right now, and I think with a few weeks and no more head injuries, he'll be good to go. It's not because he doesn't work hard. Chance works his butt off. He's in shape. He does what he needs to do. I 100% believe the head injury at Unadilla is affecting his endurance. How about RJ Hampshire quietly getting on the podium? This guy was coming in as a title threat, and he broke his wrist at Paula after winning the Supercross championship. He wanted to get some gate drops in before SMX to get ready because they've got a whole new clean slate. We got 3 races, a single, double, triple points. I like the Super Duper. You can call it gimmicky, you can call it whatever you want. I think as much as I make fun of the name Super Motocross or Super Duper, that's a dumb name, by the way, Super Motocross. It's a great formula, and everything else about this event, the fact that they pay, the fact that it changes the whole complexity of the season, I like the SMX series. And RJ Hampshire is going to be a threat. There's about 5 guys in that 250 class. Obviously, Deegan is your defending champ and the guy that everyone will be watching. But I mean, you look at Vialle, you look at Hymas, you look at Kitchen, Hampshire, it's wide open and everybody gets to reset. And it's crazy when guys reset the points, everybody feels like they can win again. Everybody feels like they've got a chance. I can't wait to see what RJ does. Check out Ride Strapped. Guys, Ride Strapped is, they sent a bunch of goggles with me here to Thailand for Mark and the crew to run during their world record attempts. Just a great company. I appreciate them so much. Check out ridestrap.com. If you're shipping anything, use Precision Transport. This is a shipping company that still believes in customer service. So hit up pretransport.com and get your stuff shipped. So Ken Roczen had not such a good day, but it doesn't matter. He was in the 250 class having fun on a Suzuki 250 against star Yamahas and Pro Circuit Kawasaki's and these kids that are just savages and they've been racing all year and he was injured. I think he did just fine. And I had somebody ask me, does this take away from his legacy? No, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Because if those guys jumped up to the 450 class, Roczen would smoke him. It was just a fun challenge. It doesn't affect any of his legacy, and I think it will actually make him a better 450 rider. When you go down and feel that intensity of the 250 class, you're riding a slower bike, it gives these guys more bike skills, and I think it's actually going to be a good thing for Roczen going into SMX. I mean, would I advise it? No, but it was fun. Drew Adams, man, I'm not going to lie. I expected more out of Drew Adams. He was so good at Loretta Lynn's. He's been racing up in Canada, and I had some people close to him telling me he's probably going to get top 5 or top 3. I thought top 3 was bold, but I thought he could get into the top 5, but I forgot how deep that class is and how strong those guys are. But Drew Adams is going to be a solid pro, but he wanted to have a good performance here and kind of force Pro Circuit into letting him race Supercross. With those results, I don't know that he'll be able to race Supercross. They're going to say sit down, wait, and if you can't come out and get inside the top 10, they're not going to just say, oh, well, you don't get to dictate your terms when you're finishing outside the top 10. If he gets inside the top 5 and he tells him he wants to race Supercross, yeah, guess what? He's going to race Supercross. But Drew Adams had a so-so debut, but this kid will be a good pro. Members, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate everything. And I'm here at Mark's place in Thailand. Let me introduce you to Mark Savage.
Not a lot, mate. A couple of days to go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, look at me. I'm fucking sweating. It's so hot here.
I know. It's like my winter at home, but yeah. So yeah, I'm used to it. I'm so used to it now. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
All right, man. You ready for the race or the?
We just got to hope we get dry weather. That's
okay.
The only thing we have to worry about. So look at this crazy friend of yours here, mate. So look.
Yeah.
No, look. I'm really looking forward to it. We're ready to go, and yeah, it's awesome to have him over here. We've started to take him around. Cooksy around town a bit and just the basic things and places we go and our day-to-day life. So I actually made sure that you stayed at the house. That was important to us to not be a stranger, be part of the family.
Has been opened his home to me and my buddy Jameson, and we're just having a blast here in Thailand and loving it. And
I can't believe
it's some really cool people, dude. What's that? I know, I'm like dumping. I told you, it's like, Jesus.
Hey, what about Luke? We should get Luke too, the team captain for the team event.
We'll do it next tomorrow's video.
Yeah,
Okay.
Apart from that, yeah, all good.